Gitavach, Shvutov, Hatzluch, Shalom Avrucha. We're up to Siman Kifim Dalat, today's Chuf Aleph Siman Kifim Dalat Hilchos Kibbutz Rabba Vezukma Talmud Chochem VeKohen, and we're up to us high. Talmud Chochem Shesh Leskoyer Lemkoyer. Talmud Chochem that's selling, he's in business and he has inventory to sell. Ein Manichim L'Shem Udam Lemkoyer Moises Choyer. Nobody else is allowed to sell the same inventory. Acha Yimcher Hitchila Shaloi till the Talmud Chochem runs out of his inventory. V'dafke V'daleka Oiv D'Chovim the Mezabim. This is only if Goyim don't sell the same thing. Aval I Ikke Oiv D'Chovim the Mezabna Lo. The who less like Rav Chila Talmud Chochem. As you davke b'delek the Mezabna. Aval I Ikke of the Chochem the Mezabna Lo. The who less like Rav Chila Talmud Chochem. If said Hanach B'chdi Lo Mafsid. If there's goyim that sell, then both are gonna lose, right? You're gonna lose, and the Talmud Chochem is gonna lose. So as long as there's no goyish competition, Talmud Chochem should sell first, and then you could sell. Someone that's a michzik, everybody knows he is a Talmud Chochem in his generation. What's a Talmud Chochem michzik b'doiroi? That he knows how to deal in Torah, he knows how to lisa velit, and he knows how to bring and put forth. He knows by heart most places in Shisha Sedurim, in most places of probably Mishnais, but maybe even Gemura, probably Gemura, and Haposkim, and the Rishonim, the Teirusvay, Menusvay, and his business is to learn. Even though he has a little bit of business that he does with Matmas, he does a little inventory, a little business. There's Panazvay, Kedai Tzorche Baisoi, he only does a little bit business just to have enough money for rent, not to become rich. And every minute that he's not busy in his work, in his job, he's learning. He's put it, if it's a Jewish tax, if it's a maybe a membership in a shul, I don't know, he's put it. Even though it's a even though it's something that every person has to put in, pay. Everybody has to put in for him, they have to pay for his share. But this is all depends on the board of the congregation. Someone that knows a lot to learn, but he's mizalzel b'mitzvahs. He doesn't have fear of Hashem. He's mamish the lowest of the low, and you don't have to give him kavod. There's a kohen and there's a yisroel, and they have the same equal amount of chachma. Mitzvahs esem and Torah lahagdam as a kohen. So first you have to give kavod for the kohen. You should elevate him. Everything from, it's not only where the Torah speaks, it's every dover shabakdash you have to give them honor first. Anywhere where he's going to look as the bigger one. He mekidash, he is, I guess, holy, but in a way elevated. First you bring him, give him an aliyah to the Torah. He is the one that you're going to give center stage to speak when there's a gathering. He speaks first. He also speaks in yeshiva. I don't know what's the difference, but fine. He makes first the hamoitzi, and he benches. You serve him first. Besides, for if there is a yisroel that's even bigger from him, then you serve the chochem first. But if there's a partnership, the kohen and the yisroel, you don't have to give him first. If you have to, by the end of the week, you have to split on the profits of the business. You don't have to give first the profits for the kohen. Or you don't have to give him the nicer if you split inventory or something else. You split a property, you don't have to give him the nicer half of the property. Someone that says, "Ooh, I want that piece of the cheesecake or property or whatever it is," he doesn't see a siman brucha l'olam. A place where there's no coin. First you give honor for the Levi, and then for the Yisroel, b'chalaili, in everything that we spoke about, aliyas, benching, whatever, im haim shuv b'chachma, as long as they're equal in chachma. Tes usar l'shtamash b'kohen, afilu b'zman hazeh, you cannot use a kohen, you cannot ask him to do something for you. If moil b'hegdesh, it's like you're moil b'hegdesh, you're moil in Kiddush, and Hashem, sheneimar b'kiddashtoi, ki es aleichem alakechu hi makrev. You have to holy him, you have to give him on, elevate him, because he is makrev, the lechem alakim, he brings the karbonas. Even today, nowadays, we don't have karbonas b'kedusha, so he still is in his kedusha. He is a kohen. But a kohen is able to be moichal on his kavod. The kehena is from he's the kohen. And he could be moichal on his kavod and allow Yisroel to be mishtamash with him. And he can even give kavod for Yisroel. And he could give honor for a Yisroel to speak first and get the portion first and everything. סימן כיף ממאיה, his אישות, איבוי כבוד, כבוד סעיפה. Aleph, chayev kol udam lisu, ishu kedai lifroz v'libus. A person is mechiyev to marry a woman, to have children. When does this mitzvah fall upon us? When he turns 18. When he turns 17. I think so, no? I think when he turns 17, he goes into his 18th year. Okay, but not more than 20 years. Below Isha, he shouldn't pass 20s, meaning turn 21 without a wife. Only if he is oisik mamash b'toira so much as he is afraid to marry a woman. If he's going to marry a woman, he's going to be bittul toira. He can push it off. This is only if he doesn't have taivas. Once he has a son and a daughter, he is mekayim the mitzvah of having children. This is only if the kids could have children themselves. If he had a son and daughter and they passed on, if they left children, it's as if he was still mekayim mitzvah. What are we talking about? This is only if each of his children had sons and daughters. Meaning he had a son and a daughter, and both of them also had a son and a daughter minimum. Yeah, but if a son has one son, not each has to have a son and a daughter. If the son has a son or a daughter, and the daughter has a son or a daughter, he's good. He was this. Once it comes from his offspring, his children had one of each, he's fine. But if one of his children didn't leave kids, even if the second left 20 kids, 10 boys and 10 girls, he was Makam the mitzvah. He needs both of his kids to have offspring, one of each at least. So I hope that was not confusing. Have a wonderful week. Hatzlocha ibrucha.